Hello, I'm Nikki Newman. This is my official YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support us.
Young and the Restless Spoilers Fridays recap April 17th. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is an absolutely wild day in the soap world, and we have so much to unpack. Grab a coffee, settle in, because the drama in Genoa City and Las Vegas is just exploding right now. We are breaking it all down for you, piece by piece. Let's get right into the madness. And we have to start with Jack Abbott. Because Jack is playing with fire right now, serious fire. So Jack is in this really bad place with Diane. His marriage is basically crumbling right in front of his eyes, and he is desperate. He is doing everything he can to prove to Diane that he wants to save their relationship. But Diane is just shutting him out. She is giving him the cold shoulder. And honestly, Diane is just being Diane. She is paranoid and angry and defensive. But Jack is heartbroken. He is vulnerable. And when Jack Abbott gets vulnerable, he makes really, really bad choices. So what does he do? He leans on Nikki Newman. Yes, Nikki Newman, of all the people in Genoa City. Jack decides that the best person to comfort him about his failing marriage to Diane is Nikki. And look, I get it. Jack and Nikki have history. They have a massive, complicated, decades-long history. They care about each other. Nikki has this protective instinct when it comes to Jack. She sees him hurting and she just wants to help. But this is a terrible idea. It is a disaster waiting to happen. Because Diane absolutely despises Nikki. They have hated each other for years. It is one of the most toxic rivalries in the history of the show. So Nikki actually tried to talk to Diane first. She tried to step in and smooth things over, but Diane rejected her flat out. Diane basically told Nikki to mind her own business, which just made Nikki frustrated, so Nikki goes back to Jack, and she is trying to console him. She is trying to be a good friend, but the lines are getting blurry. They always get blurry with Jack and Nikki, and the spoilers are telling us that Jack is leaning hard on Nikki. He is seeking comfort. He is seeking a warm embrace, and Diane is going to catch them. Just imagine that scene, Diane walking into the room. She is already feeling insecure. She is already feeling like her marriage is slipping away. And she sees her husband, wrapped in the arms of her absolute worst enemy. Diane is going to lose her mind. She is going to completely flip out. Because in Diane's head, this is the ultimate betrayal. This validates every single paranoid thought she has ever had about Jack and Nikki. And we know Diane, when she feels cornered, she attacks. She doesn't just get mad, she gets vengeful. She gets dangerous. And the worst part about this whole thing is Victor Newman. Because Victor hates Jack, Victor has always hated Jack. It is the core rivalry of the entire show. So if Victor finds out that his wife, Nikki, is running around comforting Jack Abbott and giving him warm hugs, Victor is going to explode. But Victor is also an opportunist. He is ruthless and calculating. And the spoilers tell us that Victor is going to capitalize on this Abbott marital drama. Diane is going to be so furious at Jack that she is actually going to team up with Victor Newman. Let that sink in. Diane and Victor teaming up to destroy Jack. It is just insane. Jack is basically handing them the ammunition to ruin his life. He thinks he is just getting a hug from an old friend. But he is actually triggering a nuclear bomb that is going to destroy his marriage and put him right in the crosshairs of Victor Newman. And Patty Williams is back in town too. She is unhinged and dangerous, and she is looking for allies. So Jack is just surrounded by enemies right now. And he is completely oblivious because he is too busy crying on Nikki's shoulder. It is just a mess, a total, absolute mess. But let's switch gears, because as bad as things are in Genoa City, Las Vegas is a literal nightmare right now. It is just pure chaos, so Adam Newman is in his hotel suite. And things are tense. Chelsea Lawson just showed up unannounced. She flew all the way to Vegas because she was worried about Adam. And she walked right into this awkward situation with Riza. So Riza is there. Chelsea is there. Adam is there. And then Matt Clark walks in. Matt Clark, the absolute worst villain on the show right now. He is a psychopath. He is sadistic. He just loves torturing the Newman family. So Matt walks into the room. He sees Chelsea. He smiles, that creepy smile of his. He tells her she is cute. And Chelsea just wants to spit in his miserable face. She literally says that. The tension in that room is suffocating. Everyone is on edge, and Adam is demanding answers. Adam wants to know what Matt did to his brother. Adam wants to know where Nick is. And Matt just looks at Adam, and he fakes this emotional, choked-up voice. And he drops a bomb. Matt tells Adam that Nick is dead. He says Nick died of a drug overdose this morning. Just pause for a second and think about how sick that is. Matt is standing there looking Adam right in the eye and telling him his brother is dead, but Adam doesn't believe it. He refuses to believe it. Adam knows Matt is a liar. Adam knows Matt is a manipulator, so Adam is not buying this overdose story. But Adam is panicking on the inside. He is terrified. Because he knows Nick was struggling, he knows Matt was trying to get Noah addicted to drugs. And Adam had this terrible feeling that Nick was the one who actually got hooked. So Adam is cornered, but Adam is smart. Adam is a survivor. And the spoilers say that Adam is going to push back. Adam is going to make up a story. He is going to fabricate a lie right on the spot to back Matt into a corner. Adam has to put pressure on Matt. He has to convince Matt that the gig is up. Maybe Adam tells Matt that the police are outside. Maybe Adam tells Matt that Victor's men have surrounded the building. Or maybe Adam bluffs and says he has footage of Matt doing something illegal. We don't know exactly what the story is yet. But Adam is going to use every ounce of his manipulative brain to corner Matt and force him to release Nick. And Matt is going to start sweating because Matt's story is going to start unraveling. Matt thought he had all the power. He thought he could just walk into that room, drop this fake news about Nick dying, and watch Adam crumble. But Adam is fighting back. And Matt is easily distracted. He has to deal with Adam. He has to deal with Chelsea yelling at him. He has to deal with Riza, who is a total wild card because of her history with Adam. So Matt is losing control of the narrative. He is being backed into a corner. But the absolute most tragic part of this whole Vegas storyline is the dramatic irony. Because we, the audience, know the truth. Adam is standing in that hotel room, fighting with Matt, trying to figure out where Nick is. But Nick is actually dying right now. While they are arguing in that fancy suite, Nick Newman is lying on the floor of a dark, dirty warehouse, and he is barely breathing. Matt forced those drugs on Nick. Matt tortured him. Matt wanted Nick to be so broken and so addicted that he couldn't save his son Noah, or Sienna, or Sharon. Matt wanted Nick to die alone. And Nick almost did, but Sharon found him. Sharon Newman tracked him down while Matt was distracted. And Sharon walked into that warehouse and found the love of her life near death. It is just so heartbreaking. Sharon is terrified. She is screaming for help. She is calling for an ambulance. And Nick is just fading away. He is suffering from severe withdrawals. His body is giving up. And in those final moments, while they are waiting for the paramedics, Nick is just pouring his heart out to Sharon. He is telling her how much he regrets everything. He is telling her he wishes they had gotten back together sooner. He is calling himself a fool for wasting so much time. And Sharon is just sobbing. She is trying to comfort him. She is holding him. And then Nick proposes. He uses his last bit of strength to ask Sharon to marry him again. And Sharon accepts. So Sharon is left there watching the paramedics try to shock his heart back to life. She is praying. She is begging the universe not to let their story end like this. And she is terrified that even if they do save him, he won't remember the proposal. He won't remember their conversation. It is just raw, pure trauma. And meanwhile, Adam is still in the hotel room, completely unaware that his brother's heart has stopped beating. Adam is just trying to break Matt Clark. It is brilliant television. It is stressful. It is clunky and messy and emotional. And speaking of messy and emotional, we have to talk about Sally Spectra. Because back in Genoa City, Sally is going through her own personal hell right now. It is Thursday in GC. And Sally is terrified. She is facing a massive, life-altering situation. Sally thinks she might be pregnant. And look, for a lot of people, a pregnancy scare is just stressful. But for Sally, it is traumatizing because Sally has a history. A very dark, very painful history with pregnancy. We all remember what happened with Adam. She was pregnant with their baby. And it was a difficult pregnancy. She was sick. She was stressed. And then she lost the baby. It was devastating. It completely broke her. She hasn't been the same since. So now, the idea that she might be pregnant again is just paralyzing her. She is so scared. She is exhausted. She is trying to launch a new company, and she is just running on fumes. And Billy Abbott is hovering over her. Billy is trying to be a good boyfriend. He is trying to take care of her. He thinks she just has a mild illness, a cold or the flu or something. He even offered to cancel his big trip to London just to stay home and make her soup. But Sally is pushing him away. She is telling him to go. She is telling him he shouldn't change his plans for a mild illness. She is reminding him to go visit his mother. She is doing everything she can to get Billy out of the room. Why? Because she texted Audra Charles. Yes, Audra Charles, the ruthless corporate climber. The woman who usually only looks out for herself. Sally texted Audra and asked for a huge favor, and Audra actually showed up. While Billy was out of the room making soup, Audra sneaked into the house and handed Sally a home pregnancy test. Audra even asked Sally if she was sure. She asked if maybe it was just stress or something else. But Sally just looked at her and said, "No, I've been through this before." That line just breaks your heart. Because she knows her own body. She knows the signs. She knows the terror of what comes next. So now Sally is hiding in the bathroom. Or hiding in her bedroom. And she is waiting. She is just waiting for those two pink lines. She is waiting for the test results. And she is freaking out. Because if she is pregnant, what does this mean for her future? What does this mean for her relationship with Billy? Billy has his own massive history of messy relationships and reckless behavior. Is he ready for a baby? Is she ready for a baby? And what if it is a false alarm? What if she actually has some kind of serious medical condition? Billy was already suspecting she might have a real illness. So Sally is just sitting there, staring at this plastic stick, waiting for her entire life to change. And Audra is right there with her, acting as this weird, unexpected, supportive friend. It is such a strange dynamic, but it works. Because Sally is completely disconnected from the Newmans right now. She doesn't have anyone else to lean on. So Thursday is going to be huge. We are going to see Sally agonizing over this test. We are going to see Jack making the worst mistake of his life by hugging Nikki. We are going to see Diane plotting her revenge with Victor. And we are going to see Adam completely lose his mind on Nat Clark in Las Vegas, while Nick is literally dying on a warehouse floor. The stakes have never been higher. Everyone is pushed to their absolute limits. Jack is risking his marriage because he can't handle his own sadness. Diane is letting her paranoia turn her into a monster again. Adam is trying to outcon a psychopath. Matt is watching his sick little plan start to fall apart because he didn't account for Adam's intelligence or Sharon's desperation. And Sally is just trying to survive the next 5 minutes without completely breaking down. It is just non-stop drama, and I love it. But I am also so stressed out for all of them. I mean, think about the fallout. If Nick survives, what happens to Matt? Does Adam kill him? Does Victor kill him? Matt escaped Victor's captivity once. Victor is not going to let that happen again. Especially if he finds out Matt actually stopped Nick's heart, Victor will destroy Matt. But right now, Victor is too busy plotting with Diane against Jack. It is like everyone has their priorities completely messed up. And poor Mariah. We can't forget about Mariah Copeland. She is locked up in a mental health facility. She is facing prison time because Devin Hamilton decided to be vindictive and file a petition against her without even telling Abby. Abby is furious. Sharon is terrified. Christine is trying to fix the legal mess. Devin is just acting so rigid and unforgiving. He used to love Mariah. They used to be together. And now he is trying to send her to jail while she is severely ill. It is just cruel. And Tessa is visiting Mariah. But Tessa is struggling with her own feelings for Daniel Romalotti Jr. It is just a mess everywhere you look. And then there is Lily Winters dealing with Kane Ashby. Kane is literally holding his bone marrow hostage. Malcolm is dying, and Kane is the only match. And Kane shows up with a secret contract demanding executive control of Chancellor Winters. He is blackmailing Lily with her uncle's life. It is the most ruthless thing Kane has ever done. Lily is horrified. She is disgusted. But what choice does she have? She has to save Malcolm. So the whole canvas is just exploding. Genoa City is a powder keg. Las Vegas is a war zone. And we are just sitting here watching the pieces fall. Thursday is going to be a massive episode. You do not want to miss it. We will be back tomorrow to break down all the fallout from the pregnancy test, the hotel standoff, and the inevitable explosion when Diane finally snaps. Stay tuned. It is going to be a bumpy ride.